Shiggy body.
Speaking of presidents and ex-presidents, did you hear Barack Obama recently went on a podcast with his wife.
Yeah, her podcast.
On her podcast.
Yeah.
And the body language was absolutely atrocious. And obviously there's been rumblings that they're not together, but they're staying together because of the kids. Mm-hmm. They went on a podcast and they were like, oh, we're just here to set the story straight.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. We're together. And then I was like, all right, cool. So I was watching it. And the first thing that came out that I was like, this is cap, was when Michelle goes, there hasn't been one moment in our marriage where I thought about quitting. I said, you're full of shit. I'm telling you as a married man, you do sometimes have those thoughts. But you don't, in most instances, you don't move on those thoughts. Right, it's just in the heat of a moment.
You don't end up at a Coldplay.
You have an argument with your missus. You're like, fuck this.
Yeah, hey, babe, head HR, let's roll Coldplay.
Like that. So when that was said, I was like, oh yeah, all right, cool. That's cap. And then the worst thing that Obama said, and I was just like, bro, what you on? Was men need gay role models in their circle. So like, for example, me, you, and Joel are heterosexual men with sons. Yeah. But we need gay people in our circle just in case that our sons might want to go down a certain direction. They have that information they have that example to go to. What do you think of that?
Okay. So, all right. So when you brought this up, I was like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
So I thought, let me check it out to know exactly what was said. Yeah. And then to see if there's an angle, because there's always an angle to look something and go, okay, I can kind of see what you're saying, but maybe your wording wasn't.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You thought nigga was
Yeah. So, So he said, homosexuals could teach men empathy and kindness to others.
Yeah, that's what he said.
A professor in his college called him out while being ignorant to others.
Right. So what, him being homophobic then or something?
No, ignorant. He didn't say, So him being ignorant to others, that could be a cultural thing.
Right.
That could be, Yeah. Where you were raised. Like, those from the hood would look and speak. It could be ignorant to those out from like the suburbs.
Yeah.
Right. So when I saw what he said, the quote, I'm like, right, okay, so you're saying, let me not put words in your mouth. What I'm looking at is you're basically saying that these lot who are from a community that's getting, on a daily basis, they're getting mistreated, whatever.
Yeah.
They are having to combat that with being kind and yada, yada, yada. So you're saying that they are an example of people who know how to be kind and have empathy and stuff to others.
Right.
Okay, cool. But there are people within our own community that do that.
Yeah.
A kind of, like you could say, I don't know. I would say people should know someone that's been in the war, for example.
Right, yeah, right.
To have an understanding of appreciating life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you've been on the front line, bullets are passing by. You think it's a mosquito, but it's a bullet by your ear. You have a great appreciation for life than someone who is, in a bubble. So I think maybe it's good to have someone who's been on the front line in your circle, just to remind you when you want to moan about, man, they're just like, hey, I've seen Donnies walk into wars and leave wars with both their limbs gone. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's other examples to make to get that point across.
So do you think he just didn't know what he was? He wasn't making sense
for the first thing that came to his head,
and just got caught up in it.
And then now the backlash is, Obama is saying that you need these folks in your circle to teach you. So I just think he drew for persons because he said when I was in college, and the professor who clearly in this example was homosexual said to him, "You're being ignorant and you need to be like yada yada yada." Cool. So he's drawing from his experience. But you know what online's like. And it's not an example I would have pulled for, because saying that group of people and boys in the same sentence just reads crazy. Let's just be honest.
Because when I looked at it, I'm like, hold on a minute. First and foremost, in my situation, personally, my son coming to me is my role model. Yeah. My son's not going to somebody like I'd rather my son go to somebody who's just got morals than whether they have sex with a man or a woman. That's not even a That's their
business.
That's their business. Like the gay part of it was just what threw me. I think
that threw you, and the use of role model.
Yeah.
I think he was just a bad choice of words on his part. Maybe he's just. I'm not speak on his part. A better option would have been saying something instead of role models. It's like everyone should have access to someone who is of a homosexual background, whether it's male or female, just to have a better understanding that these folks deal with these type of prejudice. They deal with certain prejudice and stuff like that every day,
right? And
therefore, their outlook on life is a bit different to someone else who doesn't. That would have been better than saying role model.
But you just teach your children to have empathy for anybody who is feeling oppressed or any type of way. That's just you should naturally just teach your child those kind of human.
But not all parents know how to parent, bro.
Oh no, but I'm saying to you, but that's what I'm saying. Like the way he's saying it is like you should. It's like you should have. If you're white, you should have black friends because
we're fly, we're dope, we got the magic, we're cool, we push the needle, we are the culture, we know what it was, we do what we does. Having us stand next to you makes you cooler. We know how to season our food, we cook our stuff, we know how to clean our meat before we cook it, all that stuff.
What do you think, Joe?
I think you just put like a 5-second bleep and then go back to the show. Because what are we doing here?
This is Jose.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Yeah. No, that's why I asked you, Joe.
Like, where do we draw the line?
Where do we draw the line? I feel like the line's been drawn, but it just keeps getting pushed back further and further.
It's Democrats.
Especially with the internet.
It's Democrats.
When the internet came along, bro, and again, we are part of this community where you have a voice on the internet. Anyone's got a voice on the internet. The line that was drawn in our days has been pushed so far back. Yeah. It's like a Steve Harvey hairline, bro. Like it's mad. And we know people who are homosexual. You know people that are homosexual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Joe, you know people that are homosexual, right?
I know people.
Yeah.
But that's enough.
Right. What I'm saying, we know people. So it's not
but
like...
because you're saying no, they've known people and known people. What do you mean?
Okay.
Heights, what are we doing here, Heights? Heights, what are we doing here? Hey, where's Callum to get us out?
Where's Callum? Where you at? Yeah, I hear you.
All right, so
Obama tripping.
Yeah.
But I can't really say what I really want to say. Joe knows why, and we're gonna move.
We're gonna move. Please. Please.
Bounty Killer said it best.
Let's move.
It's the Drizzy and Morgan show.